You're listening to the New York Sports Show, the #1 all New York sports podcast. Hosted by Dominic Konareski.
By game's end, Aaron Rodgers was battered black and blue. The Jets now fall to 2-2. This was an AFC opponent loss, but more importantly, this was a loss at home. I don't care about the weather conditions. I don't care of how big Aaron Rodgers' hands are, because the announcers seem to mention it a million times. What matters are two things. Number one, we saw a lot of holes in the Jets' offense today. A lot. They are solely to blame. You could blame Robert Saleh. By the end of the day, the Jets' offense is really solely to blame, essentially, for this loss, because the defense did a hell of a job. Secondly, Aaron Rodgers, will he be okay? Overall in the game, he was 24 for 42 passing, 225 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He was beat up a lot, though. 5 sacks for a total loss of 41 yards. I'm not really looking at the yards loss right now, because if you're going to be sacked 5 times, you're going to lose a hell of a lot. Aaron Rodgers was limping by game's end. He's still fresh off of an Achilles tear. Just over a year. That is something that the Jets need to monitor, because we already know how bad the turf is at MetLife Stadium. Rodgers cannot be beat up that much in a game. The Jets' offensive line has to come through for their quarterback. All the weapons are there. The AFC East is the New York Jets to lose right now, and they are losing it. You cannot blame the weather, because the Broncos dealt with the same weather the Jets did, and they ended up winning. It was a close game, 10-9, and this is going to sting a lot for the Jets. We all said if New York does a great job for their next 4 or 5 games after their horrible loss to the 49ers in Week 1, then Week 1 would just seem like a distant memory, and it was starting to feel that way. Here we are in Week 4, and the Jets are playing 500 ball now at 2-2.